Hello, 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 hello. It's me again, doing a live for y'all today. I am Tay Lee, and I'm your money maximizer. I teach entrepreneurs how to never go broke so they can freestyle their lifestyle and gain financial freedom today. Today, I am going to talk to you about circulating funds. It's Wednesday, hump day, the middle of the week. A lot of people look forward to it. And so what are you doing to maximize your money for the week? What are you doing to maximize your business? You have to maximize any and all things in order to succeed, like no half stepping. But today we're going to talk about circulating funds, which, to make it simpler, is using other people's money. A lot of times you hear people say, well, don't take out loans or don't use your credit card to do this for your business. You can go broke, you can fall behind doing it. But just know that that won't happen if you follow a couple of steps when you're getting a investor or a line of credit, a loan, or using a credit card. The main thing that you need to have is a plan. You have to have a plan in order to do it. So if you go to the bank and say, I want $10,000 to host an event, or I want $10,000 to buy computers for my office, make sure that you have a plan on exactly what you're using it for. If you don't have a plan on what you're using it for, then the money can go everywhere. So if you got $10,000 in the bank gives it to you and you don't have a plan, then you'll start helping people here or using it for your personal bills and not what it was intended for. So make sure that when you go to a bank or you get a credit card, have a plan on exactly what you're going to do. When I go to the bank and get money, I say, hey, I got this money. I'm using it to get computers for my office. I know that's what I'm using it for. I'm not using it for anything else. Or I have an event, and in order to front my costs for the event, I need $10,000. So that's what I'm using it for. I'm not using it for anything else. So make sure you have a plan. That's the first step when using other people's money. The second step is give yourself a timeline on when you're going to pay it back. So if you get the money, today is August the 2nd. You get the money on August the 2nd and your event is December 27th. Make sure you have a timeline on what you're going to pay back every month, when you're going to pay back, and a deadline on what it is to do. Because a lot of times you have that money and you start spending it, but you have to make sure that you have the income coming in order to suffice for everything that you got. You don't want it to be all over the place, like you spent the $10,000 and now you're just sitting at the house. Or you got the $10,000 for the computers, but you're not doing anything to get the money back for the computers that you spent. So make sure you have a deadline for all of it. Step 1 is have a plan. Step 2 is have a plan and a deadline on when you're going to pay that money back. And step 3 is have a plan. You have to have a plan. I'm going to reiterate that on any and everything you do. You have to have a plan when it comes to using other people's money, because you will find yourself in debt trying to pay back something, or trying to pay back this money, or trying to pay off this credit card. Most of the times when you get a line of credit or you get the loan, or if you're using an investor, there will be interest charges. So you have to take that into account too. Sit down, write everything down, say, point A, point B, point C, and I know when I get to my final destination at D, it's going to work out. But you got to have a plan with it, because if not, I promise you, your uncle, sister, cousin, brother will not be able to pay their rent, and you will give that money to them, and then you will fall back. So make sure you have a plan when doing all of it, so that you can stay on track, you can get all of the money paid back, and then you can start using those funds again. You can always get a credit card that doesn't have interest for maybe the first year, but if you get that cash off for it, then it has a higher interest rate when getting cash off of it. So just look at logistics from any type of thing when you're using other people's money. Make sure that you pay attention, see what the interest fees are. Don't just take something, or don't just take money just because, and they gave you $10,000, but your interest rate is 45%. You're never going to pay it back. So make sure you pay attention when you do it. I try to get stuff under 10% whenever I do it, because I also have a line of credit. That's how I pay for everything. And then I just pay it back because I have a set plan on what I'm going to do, when I'm going to pay it back, and how I'm going to pay it back. So make sure you have a plan with any and everything. And that is how you circulate funds. It's other ways to circulate funds, but I just wanted to talk about the bulk of it where people say, well, don't take money and don't do this. So make sure you pay attention, have a plan, have a deadline, have a plan, have a plan, have a plan. That is the main thing in any and all things that we do. Oh, hey, Shay. Hey, Shay. Hey, Shay. Thanks for putting everything on here. I'm using this B Live, so it's kind of new to me. So I didn't even see that. So thank you for putting it up. And once again, I just thank you all for tuning in and listening to this. And make sure you know how to circulate your funds, aka using other people's money, so that you can achieve and maximize it to your fullest extent. And don't forget to add people to the group, like-minded people to the group that are willing to talk, understand, have questions, because we are growing day by day, hour by hour. And again, I am Tay Lee, your money maximizer, and y'all have a great day.